Hello everybody, iv'e here. Hope you're having a nice day, and today we're going to be taking a look at an Eternatus VMAX list, a straight Eternatus list that was played on December the 15th to a top 3 finish. So this list came third, it went 9-1-1, so very impressive. This was in the qualifier for the G Tour, and I honestly thought that this was a worthy list to look at because I think it's a great starting point if you're thinking about playing Eternatus. And one of the key aspects that really attracts me to this list is the fact that it's just extremely consistent. As you can see here, it's just 2 lines on the image creator, so that definitely does tell you something about this list. There's obviously very few one-offs on the list as well, which helps. There's 1 hooper and 1 iv'e. The hooper is almost optional, I think, to a point. I don't think there's any true reason to not just play a second iv'e at that point, or an absol even, but this person obviously saw some merit in hooper and decided to go with it anyway. There is debatable, it is debatable if this is the best alternative list, but considering it finished top 3, I thought it was definitely worth considering. So the main core engine of this deck is obviously Eternatus VMAX, with its amazing Dread End attack, doing 30 damage to each of your bench dark Pokemon, and the Pokemon play actually, so you can count the active. So you can potentially max out at 270 damage, which is pretty good, and then this can be heightened by Ziggy Pings that do an extra 10 damage, and basically the whole concept of using Crobat as your setup is, yeah, Crobat's expensive, 30 packs sucks, but you basically bench a bunch of Crobat using setup. You've got Rotom Phones down here, which is one of the key engines. It basically says look at the top 5 cards of your deck, you leave one of them on the top of your deck, and the other ones get shoveled in. We also have 4 Bosses Order, 4 Research, 4 Marnie, so 12 supporters, 4 of each, so even if you prize 1 or 2, they're just in the deck basically, and you can quite easily find your supporters with Crobat, because you always have Quick Ball, you have Great Ball, you have Communication, so you always find ways to draw into your supporters. And that's why the list is so consistent. We're also playing 4 switches, just as a nice pivot. I think something like a Lone Raichu, for example, will deal 160 damage and then plus Paralysis, while you can just play a single switch into iv'e, so plus for retreat. So you just switch iv'e back into Eternatus and then hit their Raichu, and that's why I think it's really good. 2 reset stamp is really nice. It's interesting to see the reset stamp is coming back into more playability. I think it's sort of just vanished. I would say it kind of just vanished for a little while, but it is kind of seeing a comeback. And it does make sense, to be honest. Eventually they will KO an Eternatus. You're not playing healing, so... And they might just try and knock out your Crobats as well. So once they do that, you just stamp them down to 3, hopefully. Then you have 10 Dark Energy. It's interesting that they're not playing any hiding energy. They're just saying, right, 10 Dark Energy. I think this is because of Scorch and potentially Cinderace as well, playing the one-off Giratina, which just lets you discard energy. So that could potentially turn that matchup a lot more in your favor, because they essentially have a dead card for most of the game, and you're just playing with regular Dark Energy. I know it doesn't affect Crushing Hammers, which energy you play, but it does affect Giratina, and it does kind of make a fair bit of sense, to be honest. And yeah, there's nothing really much more to say about this list. I think it's a little bit slower than the Poison build, because the Poison build can just reach bigger numbers and has a better matchup spread. But if you were just starting Eternatus and you wanted to play something, then I think this is really solid. Post-rotation wise, if you're looking for something long term, this maybe isn't the best way of playing it, because these 3 rotate sadly, like Reset Stamp, Communication, iv'e. But you could just swap them out for 3 Bird Keeper or something. You know, there's plenty of options you can go for as well. Second Hoopa maybe. So that's why I think this is a solid Eternatus list.